It's crazy to me that there's people out there that think that I'm not familiar with 3i Atlas. You think there's an alien spaceship heading to Earth that I wouldn't know about that would somehow fly under my radar? Come on, be real. Those aliens probably had to contact my dad just to ask his permission to visit us. Of course I'm familiar with the theory that 3i Atlas is an alien spaceship. If you don't know what I'm talking about, 3i Atlas is a comet that is passing by Mars very soon that doesn't really display the typical things you see in a comet. And a scientist, actually a couple different scientists from what I saw, speculated that because it is so anomalous, we have to be open to the possibility that this could be alien tech, and in the event that it is extraterrestrial, we are not prepared. Now personally, I feel like he should speak only for himself. He's not prepared. Don't rope me in there with you, dork. I've got all kinds of plans and strategies out the wazoo, in case they're three-titted goth alien babes, or in case they're aggressive, hostile species. I've got all kinds of tactics. For example, one's called pants down, ass up, just in case, letting them know I fully submit. Because if these are actually fucking aliens, there is nothing we on this planet can do besides just beg for mercy. Their technology would be so far above our comprehension, we stand no chance. But don't panic. I'm here to tell you, it's just a bunch of hooey. This is such fucking horseradish, man. It's not an alien spaceship. And a lot of other scientists are debunking that narrative because, of course, media is running wild with that about how this is potentially aliens and we have nothing to do. We're vulnerable. We've got to do something. That kind of thing. So it's got people starting to actually believe that it could be. It's not. It's just not. Sorry for blasting you with the cold water of the truth here with the naysaying, farting on all your fun, but it's the truth. There's not a single shred of evidence to suggest this could be an alien spaceship. That whole theory is based off of a single thing. Comet's weird. So we got goofball comet coming by, and they're like, well, I guess it could be alien tech. It is definitely peculiar. This thing is quirky. Maybe it's alien tech. That's it. And this has become so rampant now that this idea that it could be alien spaceships that you've got the crazies latching onto it here. So they have fully fucking attached to this butthole like a hemorrhoid. And now I'm seeing a ton of shit about like remote viewers who are talking about how this is 100% confirmed alien occupants on 3i Atlas.
CERN, they've used their collider to open up a portal to communicate with extraterrestrial beings.
Whoa.
And one of them are the occupants from 3i Atlas.
To be clear, CERN already has a room and a technology to open a portal to talk to extraterrestrials.
Yes.
But recently, they also used it to communicate with the beings on 3i Atlas.
That's correct.
Okay, go on.
Well, I'm convinced it used every buzzword you could find. Throw CERN in there and immediately got people hooked. Now it's legitimate. So, remote viewing, for those that don't know, it's ESP, basically. Or if you're familiar with MKUltra, it's something they tried with MKUltra. In a nutshell, you basically have people claim that they have these powers, so they'll close their eyes and imagine things and then say it to you and you go, whoa. With the MKUltra project in particular, they tried to make it a little more scientific, spruce it up a bit, but not by much. That's also where you're seeing like the declassified CIA shit about how they had these, mutants go in there and remote view to Mars, and they found giants building doohickeys and doodads on Mars, and then one of them tapped our remote viewer on the shoulder and blasted him to the Shadow Realm back to Earth 5,000 years in the past or some shit. It's all just bogus. It is the silliest shit that people actually put real stock into. Remote viewing is not a real thing. There is never, in anything I've ever researched on it, a single piece that even makes me even loosely convinced that there could be something to it. It's just fanfic.
So those beings introduce themselves as such, like we are the occupants of this object, and they did not show up physically. They show up as holograms. Now, they apparently showed up as holograms. They look tall, that's what she said, and they communicated telepathically with every single scientist in the room.
Yeah, but why? When you start asking the why question, this whole fucking narrative falls apart. Why would these aliens even bother responding to a bunch of goobers here astral projecting themselves onto their spacecraft? Why? And how would you even be able to get information from them? They don't speak English unless they're out there with fucking Duolingo studying up on their trip over. Like, they're not going to speak any of our languages here on Earth. So even if it's not English, they're not going to know any of the languages here on Earth and be able to communicate it back to you. And I've seen a little bit of cope about how they, like, transmit feelings. Okay? How, though? You don't know their feelings. They wouldn't know our feelings. There's no way you'd be able to somehow make a bridge and figure out what feelings are being transmitted. It's just so fucking stupid, man. But so many people believe this. Like, I've seen this video kind of popping off right now. And it's just some guy saying, like, yeah, so all of us, we were remote viewing, CERN, of course, with their portals that they're able to open. We were talking to the occupants of 3i Atlas, and they introduced themselves as the occupants of 3i Atlas, by the way. They call themselves Atlassians, naturally, no doubt. And, we had such an insightful conversation. We even played a game of chess. One of them even gave me an OTPHJ, and I really appreciated the work that he did on my wiener.
Wow.
And they all got the same message, which is that they are coming in peace. And they're just trying to come over here to gather all the star seeds of his planet.
So when you remote view, did you pick up on that intention as well?
Yes and no. I believe that the Draco reptilians, will be coming to Earth, but as to know what the exact intent, that I couldn't really say.
They're coming to sap the juice out of our 5G towers. We're flying too close to the sun, so now... he calls them the Draco reptilians. Now they're coming to take all of our G's. No! But apparently other remote viewers are saying that they're coming in peace to take all the star seeds. If you're on TikTok, you're familiar with that nomenclature. Star seeds are people that believe that they are aliens inhabiting a human vessel at the moment. There's a little more nuance to it than that, of course. There's different degrees of star seeds. There's even like, a totem pole, like an upper echelon of star seeds that inhabit this planet and the bodies on it. It's a whole lot. That's a big old can of worms. Anyway, though, this sounds a lot like Rapture for the star seeds. So we've got... the galactic hall monitors or whatever coming in here saying, we're just here for your star seeds and then we'll leave. So they're gonna rapture star seeds and skedaddle? But why, though? Why even bother making the whole trip out here?
Well, this is an extraordinary development.
It is.
You remote viewed 3i Atlas. Did you do that on your own, or were you tasked with this assignment?
I was tasked by the same intelligence people I'm working with to look at the object, because those had concerns. But what I saw as a remote viewer was a mothership with occupants on board, and they were mostly Draco reptilian occupants.
Okay.
We pulled the mask off the Scooby-Doo villain. These aliens are actually Draco reptilians. I've been saying it all along. I knew from the get-go, you cannot trust the Draco reptilians. They're always up to something fishy. They're always scheming, those Draco reptilians. I also love how the guy he's talking to just takes all of it at face value. He's like, wow, this is an incredible development. I knew it. This is incredible stuff. Wow. Draco reptilians, that's amazing. Extraordinary. So you saw them? Wow. Yeah, no, I'll just take you at your word. I believe you. It's just so crazy, man. He's just spouting gobbledygook. And people just accept it. For some reason, there are people that actually put stock into this whole remote viewing nonsense.
That's what I saw as a remote viewer.
And that was corroborated by other remote viewers seeing the same thing.
That's correct. Yes.
The ship and Draco.
That's correct. One of them is John Vivanco, who is also a known remote viewer. And he announced it publicly as well. And other people from the Stargate program as well. So they basically all came up with the same idea.
Well, can't argue with that. That's pretty irrefutable. Other remote viewers confirming what the others are saying. We now have a group of people all saying the same thing. They closed their eyes and saw Draco reptilians. We need to take this more seriously. I think I've been clowning on it a bit too much, but that right there at the end, that sealed the deal. It's Draco reptilians and 3i Atlas heading our way, and we've got to get ready. Now, I'm not overly familiar with Draco reptilians, but I'm gonna go take a nap and remote view, see if I can learn anything in my dreams about them. If I find any of their weaknesses, I'll be sure to share it with all of you, but just start preparing the best you can for the arrival of the Draco reptilians. The remote viewers are trying to warn us. They've already touched base with them on 3i Atlas all the way out there in the cosmos. So, anyway. Pretty cool shit. That's about it. See ya. Island Boy. Did that just send you into a fight or flight response? Yeah, I bet it did. That's a name you probably haven't heard in many moons now. The Island Boys have had a huge fall off. Very few people even remember them. I completely forgot they existed until a clip surfaced of one of them doing a 20 women versus one Island Boy, and he was just getting brutally cooked, absolutely roasted. It wasn't like a dating thing, it was more just 20 women line up to insult this guy to his face, but he is so unbelievably stupid, he can't even understand half of the insults. It's cinema, and I have to share it with all of you.
In today's video, we got 20 women versus one Island Boy.
This intro had me giggling hard. I was hooked immediately. 20 women versus one Island Boy. And the guy's just awkwardly sitting there doing this. That kind of thing. Oh man, I knew I was in for a good time watching this.
Alright, what's up? Listen, I'm the Island Boy. I'm here with this girl. What's your name?
Annie.
Annie. I'm gonna rate you 8.
I didn't think it was possible to have this low of a charisma stat. This guy can very barely get words out of his mouth. And he looks like he is like spamming idle animations on a Mortal Kombat character select screen just to stay somewhat lucid. Because it looks like if he stopped moving for more than like 3 seconds, like stopped swaying, his whole body would shut off. It looks like he is perpetually on the verge of passing out. Like his brain has to work so hard just to get a few neurons to fire to do the bare minimum of human sentience. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Oh, she's an A. Why you give her this an A, bro?
I don't know. Are you Asian?
Yeah.
You're Asian?
Mm-hmm.
Like fully Asian?
I'm half Vietnamese.
I don't know, because I heard Asian girls have like bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
I f***ed the Asian girl before.
Oh, it's not me though.
It's not you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What am I supposed to do with her? Yes?
So how you feel? You said swipe right?
Yeah.
Swipe right is good.
Nice! Look at the way the Island Boy handles business here. Smooth talking, silver tongued Casanova. Are you Asian? I heard Asian girls have something pussy, I think is what he said. And then she said, okay, where'd you hear that? And he just goes, I fucked an Asian girl. So you heard it from yourself. I also don't think he fucked an Asian girl, by the way. I think he was trying to look cool. It's incredible how just, even through the computer screen, I'm getting dry. Like, it's making me, like, shrivel up into myself. I can only imagine what it's like to be in the same room as this kind of vermin. Like, it's like a Dementor of vibes. He comes in, he just sucks out all good vibes and leaves nothing but awkward cringe in its wake.
Swipe right?
Look, right? All right, for sure, she good.
Okay. Man, what the f?
You have nothing to say? What?
Do you have a fake chain or something?
How can someone be this observably dumb? He is an actual imbecile. Every time he opens his mouth, you can hear the idiot inside of him. This guy is actually just fucking stupid. By every measurable metric imaginable, he is just fucking dumb. And he can't interact with people at all. So even on this dating show, he can't muster the bare minimum of introducing himself. The best he can do is interrogate her about a fake chain. And the host of this has to keep prodding the Island Boy for a couple of extra thoughts because he just can't speak in more than like 3 words at a time. So the host is like, why'd you rate that girl an 8? Or, why do you think that, Fly? That's the Island Boy's name. This is Fly, one half of the Island Boys. It's unfathomable. And honestly, seeing that they're successful should show you just how far we have devolved as a species, that we allow someone like this to have as much money as he does. It's so embarrassing. It's so fucking sad and pathetic.
You have fake chains, so what's the problem with me having a fake chain?
I don't have any chains on.
Well, I mean, you have fake chains, so like if I have a fake chain, why is that? You're supposed to be asking my name and introducing yourself.
Girl, what are you talking about? I have fake chains?
Well, you're asking about my chain. Like, are you introducing yourself? What's your name?
Okay, yes, my name is Fly.
Fly, you kissed your brother.
I most definitely kissed my brother.
Yep, uh-huh.
And I made millions off of it.
Oh, congratulations, bro. You'd do it again?
No.
You wouldn't? Okay, valid. I mean, I wouldn't either.
Wait, Fly, why you say no? Like, why you say you wouldn't, bro?
I feel like the host also despises this worm. He's constantly kind of poking him like, so why wouldn't you kiss your brother anymore, Fly? Come on, explain it. Now, this is the clip that went viral, is this lady in the gray outfit. She came on and just instantly tears this guy's asshole apart. She stretches Fly's ass full goatsy and does not let up. So she immediately lets the audience know that Fly makes out with his brother for internet attention and money online. Fly likes to claim that through kissing his brother, he makes millions, which is a full-blown fib. That is a super lie. There is no way he and his brother have generated millions of dollars through them constantly making out in those videos. Nobody wants to see that disgusting shit. The only reason the Island Boys did make money is because they were paid for appearances so people could clown on them. And the people that watch them solely to make fun of them. They are a public spittoon that people like spitting on. So they made a lot of money through that. Not through the incest that they used to like to film for content online. He definitely hasn't made millions from making out with his brother.
If you made millions off of it, wouldn't you do it again?
Because look, to be honest with you, like she said, I had fake chains on.
You said is my chain fake.
And to be honest with you, listen, I wouldn't. Okay, if I was to walk past by you at the mall, I would. Well, I don't go to malls, but I wouldn't even look at you.
Thank God.
He can't even process a question. The host said, why wouldn't you do that anymore, Fly, about making out with his brother? Explain why you put the kibosh on that. And it didn't register at all. He completely forgot that that ever existed because his brain is so fucking poisoned from drugs and lean and whatever else. So he completely forgot about that and then said, like, because she talked about me having fake chains. So you stopped kissing your brother because she came in here and said that you have fake chains? What are you talking about, you fucking weirdo? You absolute degenerate scumbag weirdo. And then he's like, if I passed you in a mall, actually I don't go to malls. But if I pass by you, I wouldn't look at you.
Yeah, I mean, you're my height. You're scrawny. You're skinnier than me. You wear a size small. You made out with your brother. Everyone thinks you're Jeffrey Epstein's son. Like, I mean, good job.
Okay.
You're looking for your third baby mother because the first two you couldn't keep?
My third baby mama.
No?
Why would I? Why
are you on a 2v1? I'm just asking.
Because
you
I was
yourself.
asked to. Okay.
You could have just introduced yourself.
Listen.
If you're gonna be rude, I'll be rude too.
Bro, just listen. Look.
Okay, now I'll listen.
Okay, listen. You look like you're from Minnesota.
Okay, and you look like you're 5'2".
Okay, that's fine.
Do you have like booster shoes?
No, I don't have booster shoes.
Do you have a booster seat for when you drive?
I like his shoes though. I ain't gonna lie though.
His shoes are hard, but they have a little extra height option.
Why are we all playing around about his shoes looking hard? They are not. That looks like some shit I would have worn when I was 8 years old with the little light up things on the bottom of your shoes where it gives like little RGB gamer lights when you take steps. That looks like what he's wearing. He is wearing bedazzled fucking combat boots with 5-inch heels on them. They are not cool. And she is absolutely right. This guy is a loser, and she is just saying that directly to his face, insulting him, and it just looks like he is in a state of blue screening in the brain, like he is just constantly blue screened. He can't grasp a thought, he can't talk, and he doesn't know what anyone's saying to him, it sounds like. I imagine what goes through his head is what went through Spike's head in that episode of Rugrats when you got the POV of Spike the dog, where anytime like the parents were talking to Spike, it was "Abuga Spike." Like that's what I imagine the Island Boy hears anytime someone speaks to him.
Look, I'm gonna keep real to you. I spend a lot of money on my drip.
That's great. That's awesome. I saw you shopping at Lululemon the other day.
At
It was great.
Lululemon, it was for a girl.
Okay, good.
Girl, I have a mansion. I have a
That's
nice car.
rented on Airbnb?
I have a nice car.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
Good job.
And you're broke as
Okay, yes. Did kissing your brother get you the mansion?
girl. To be honest, you need to dye your hair black
Okay.
because you look
Black?
Yes, because you look emo.
Okay, now I'm emo.
Yeah, not you're
I'm emo 'cause you kissed your brother?
Your teeth are yellow.
Okay, that's fine. I can get them fixed, but you can't unkiss your brother.
Okay. Bro, why am I talking to this stupid?
It's like he's about to cry. That one he understood. That one penetrated his infinity layer of stupidity that surrounds his body. That one made it through. That insult landed, and he is not happy. Jiminy Christmas, just listening to him, though, his insults. Your teeth are yellow. You should dye your hair black because you're emo. Like, how do you even take someone like that seriously? It's so pathetic. It's like, it's almost pitiful. Like, I almost feel bad for him if he wasn't just such an insufferable douchebag asshole.
Because you kept talking. I kept responding.
Girl, I'm better than you.
You're not. You're my height.
My status is better than you.
Says who?
Okay.
You're famous for what? You get clowned on the internet for fun. Good job. You're famous for getting laughed at.
What do you want to be?
Oh, Jinkies, she is so right. Their entire legacy, their entire existence is just to be laughed at. They are just a laughing stock, and they have made some money off of just being those clowns. He is not better than her. Like, he likes to try and pretend that he's better than everyone he interacts with and his status is so much better. But she's right. He's just someone that people can't help but point and laugh at because they're fucking losers.
Sienna, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. But when I grow up, I don't want to make out with my brother, and I want to keep my husband. I don't want to have 3 baby mamas.
Watch, now she gets stuck. What car?
I didn't get stuck. I just responded.
What car do you drive?
Why does it matter what car I drive? I'm a woman. You're a man. So why are you bag checking me? Can you not compete with a man? Do you feel like insecure competing with men?
No, to be honest with you,
Okay.
I do this all the time.
Oh, you compete with girls all the time. I know you argue with women a lot on the internet. I see.
Hey, hold on.
Brutal. Just absolutely brutal. She is just spanking him over and over and over again. And anytime Fly tries to get any sentence out, he keeps stumbling over his words and just bumbling them. So then the host steps in to try and, like, steer it a little more. But even the host then just starts sarcastically making fun of Fly, too. And Fly is too fucking dumb to recognize that everyone in this facility is insulting him and making fun of him, laughing at him.
Hold on, I think we're getting confused. Sienna, look, listen.
Nice to meet you, though.
Just by looking at Fly, if you had to rate him 1 through 10, what would you rate him?
Listen, to be honest with you,
Is your brother taller?
He's my twin.
So no, they're both short. I don't know. He's like a 4.5. You know, his personality brings it down.
Sienna, he got some drip on though. You know the drip.
The outfit is cool.
He's
but the
drippy.
personality
Bro,
brings
I don't
it down.
give a about my outfit.
I'm so glad.
I don't. To be honest with you,
So now the host and Sienna are kind of just like bonding here over talking about Fly and also talking over him too, because I feel like no one wants to hear him get these fucking words out that he's struggling through. So now they're just talking over him and about him and laughing at him.
What went wrong, bro? What happened?
bro, to be honest with you, if this was to go viral, it's because of me. And to be honest with you,
You ain't like her?
no, she's a fan. No.
Wait, hold on, Flash. Let her at least step up to the plate right quick.
The host has me laughing, man. I gotta be honest. He's like, okay, Fly, so what went wrong there? What's crazy is the host had to step in to even like have a conversation through Fly because he is completely incapable of talking to human beings. So the host was really the one talking with Sienna. And then, you know, he eventually breaks down and gets her to get out of there, you know, tells her scram. And then everyone, you can literally hear everyone in the studio laughing at the island boy. So now he's pouting. So now he's like crouched over, really upset, and he's got a little tantrum going on. So the next girl that steps up, he just instantly says, "No, get out of here, no."
Immediately no. Is it because she made you mad, or is it like genuinely like no, just immediately?
Immediately, no, to be honest with you.
Can I ask why?
She calls him out on it too, like, is it just because you're mad? Because of what happened there, where you just got absolutely fucking smacked down there like it was WWE? Is that what's going on here? He's like, no, it's just immediately no. It's just immediately no.
Because I don't
You gotta introduce yourself. I don't think he's ever had like some nice chocolate in his life. Like, you know what I'm saying? He done experienced the white, the Hispanic. Fly, what you know about chocolate, bro?
I fucked a black girl before, and to be honest with you, she just played NBA YoungBoy, and she just.
I don't even listen to that. I don't listen to most rapper trap music. My name's Mila, by the way.
Okay. I also don't like your name.
He's such a fucking loser. It's crazy. Like, you could not write or create a bigger loser of a character in a show, right? Like, a cartoon couldn't make someone this pathetic. It goes against conventional wisdom that he exists in the current state that he does. He is shockingly pathetic. And I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was just too painful just listening to him. So I skipped to the end because the title says Gone Wrong, and I wasn't sure if it was about him just getting roasted all the time or if there was something like that went crazy. And I think it refers to how it ends, which is him basically just walking off. I think he finally started to recognize that no one there respects him, no one there takes him seriously. He is a fucking joke. So then he eventually storms off.
That look cool.
Because
I would paint you.
That's hard.
I don't really need your paint because it's not gonna do nothing for me.
Okay.
So, right, you good, you straight, go.
All right, he said you good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might have to get that painting in. Hold on, we might have to see that painting.
I'm out of this bitch.
No. Wait, can I go next? Can I go next
I'm
at
out.
least?
Can I go in your car?
What do you mean, can you go in their car? What about your car? Don't you drive something super nice, Fly? I have to imagine you're rolling around in some kind of Ferrari or a Lambo or something, right, dude? From all the millions you made making out with your brother? Why are you trying to bum a ride off of someone in the studio? That's not very hard, especially when half of what he said throughout this was about his money and his status. That's a little weird and peculiar. But yeah, that's kind of where it ends. It then just goes on to like behind the scenes shots of him just like waddling his way around and people laughing at him. It's yeah, I mean that's kind of the whole 20v1 there on the island, boy. What an adventure. What a journey. That shit was something special. I had to yap about it. That's about it. So yeah. In gaming, there is no community more accustomed to bad news than the Halo community. Halo and bad news goes together like french fries and ketchup. It's basically all you ever get from Halo is more doom and gloom that just puts a big frown on your face. And it is just so sad to see. And just when you think that it has hit rock bottom and can't get worse for the franchise, they always find new lows. Most recently with their potential big investment into Gen AI for the upcoming Halo titles, which we'll dive into in a moment. But for over a decade now, Halo has been in such a sorry state for what was once a juggernaut in the gaming space, an absolute trailblazer, a powerful IP that the world knew and respected. Halo has been reduced to just kind of like a sad queef and like an afterthought in the modern day and age. The only time you hear Halo brought up nowadays is when there's new information like this about Gen AI and how it's going to be crucial to upcoming Halo titles, and people shooting spitballs at it and making a mockery of the 343 Halo decade that we've been unfortunately subjected to. Even when they do have a win, like Halo Infinite's multiplayer on launch, a lot of people, myself included, really enjoyed the Infinite multiplayer. The problem was they released it in such a bare-bones state and didn't tend to it for about 2 years. So you could spend like 3 weeks grinding it and you basically finish everything Halo Infinite's multiplayer had to offer, and they didn't add anything or update it for 2 years, and they couldn't deliver on any of their promises, like with Forge coming out in that time. It took them so long for Forge, and even just the most basic features. They never even followed through on like split screen, for example, because it was too hard and confusing or whatever. It's such wasted potential because they did have that good start. People were finally like kind of pumping their fist. Oh, Halo might be back. This is really enjoyable. And they couldn't translate that into momentum because I guess they just all of a sudden took like a 2-year break at the office. They said, all right, job's done. Time's up. Time to clock out and go home and do nothing for the next 2 years. And obviously people kind of got bored of it when there was still nothing being added to it. It was the same thing every time. So even though now in its current state, it's much better. And from a competitive standpoint, it's amazing. Not to suck our own dicks again, but our esports team, Shopify Rebellion, we are literally the Halo World Champions. We just won the World Championship, which is the final HCS World Championship. And it was incredibly hyped to watch this entire season. But it took so long for Halo Infinite to get to this point that most casual players have already checked out and didn't ever come back to the game because it just too little too late in their eyes. And the gaming industry is moving so fast with so many games coming out, most people aren't willing to give a second chance to a game that they dropped 2 years ago under the potential idea that maybe it's better than it was then. They added more to it. So the casual audience doesn't stand behind Halo. The competitive scene may be great, but it's just they weren't able to, once again, have people believe in Halo. And now there's so little confidence in the 343 team, they rebranded to Halo Studios to try and, start fresh, going to a new engine with Unreal 5, abandoning their $500 million investment in the Slipspace engine that crashed and burned for them. And even with this new rebrand and everything under Halo Studios, they still find a way to squeeze defeat from the jaws of victory. Their strategy, based on all available evidence, is to remake their remakes. So they've already confirmed a Halo CE remake, which is now the second remake. This is worse than fucking Skyrim re-releasing 1,000 times for every digital alarm clock and smart fridge on the planet. They remade Halo CE a while ago, and now they are remaking that remake coming up in 2026. But without multiplayer. So it's just a worse remake. Yes, it's on a new engine and everything, and it's like a big overhaul and everything. But what the fuck is the point? You've already remade it once. And it's so misguided. And they are also now allegedly going to remake the Halo 2, which has already been, having a remake of its own. And they are going to be remaking Halo 3, which is the first remake there. But they're not doing new Halo. Their strategy seems to be, hey, remember our good Halos? We're doing it again. That's just a very sorry approach, and it's hard for me, as a huge fan of Halo, to get hyped. And make no mistake, I have been a gigantic fan of Halo my whole entire fucking life. I got Xbox Live when I was 10 years old to play Halo 2 online. I love this franchise, and I hate what's happened to it. I've even been doing a legendary marathon again, which I've already done on stream, for my gaming channel, and I love it. Revisiting them, they still hold up so well. They're timeless classics, but I don't want to just see them constantly just fucking revived from the grave like necromancy and with a new, coat of paint on it, new makeup. What the fuck is the point? Just try and make good Halos again. It's just so sad. And I know they have an unannounced Halo multiplayer title apparently that they're working on. We don't have any info there. But we do also have info on is apparently their big investment into using AI as a crucial component to developing their upcoming Halo games, which again is a huge fucking L. It's such a shame. I was yapping about it on stream. I'm going to play those clips for you real quick and then I'll come back in and talk more about it because it just hurts a lot. Again, I fucking love Halo. This is a certified LeBron scream if you love Halo moment. Ah! It is such an incredible, near and dear to my boners franchise that has fallen on hard times for well over a decade now. It's so sad. You see, Halo Studios might be going all in on Gen AI. I didn't, but you did just remind me. I need to whine and complain about something I saw that I wanted to look more into, and hopefully what I read was wrong, about how Halo Studios is prioritizing remaking the original trilogy. I know they're already doing the CE remake. I've already given my fucking 2 cents on that. I don't think there's a reason to remake a game that you've already remade. I don't care if it's on a new engine. They have already, with the MCC, remade Halo CE. You don't need to do it again. And they're doing it without multiplayer, so they're literally just remaking the remake on just the single player. That's useless to me. And I read that they're doing the same thing for Halo 2 and 3. Again, with the MCC, they have already remade Halo 2, kind of anniversary edition. They don't need to do it again. A Halo 3 remake, that is a little more understandable, but still, you already have the MCC. Why not just work on a new Halo that's good? And we can forget about, what's been happening recently. Now, I want to look it up and see if that's actually true or not, and hope it's very wrong. Because I think that is so silly. I think that is just so silly. If you want to give the Halo series to, PlayStation, get them involved, just give them the MCC. Don't waste years and years of resources and time remaking your remakes. I'm here talking about Halo Combat Evolved remake. New multiplayer planned. We don't have any info on that. New report from Rebs Gaming indicates that there are also plans to remake both Halo 2 and 3, in addition to CE. And is this a reliable source? How reliable? Yesterday I confirmed Halo Studios is planning to remake the original Halo trilogy, and today I'm working on another report about Halo Studios. Is this about Gen AI then? Was that his next report? I can already just feel the writing on the wall. How did it come to this? What happened? What happened? Report, Halo Studios going all in on Gen AI, Xbox Studios hiring ML experts for Gears and Forza as well. One key aspect the developer is focusing on is generative AI. New evidence spotted by Rebs Gaming, that's who broke this one, highlights how artificial intelligence is expected to become a pillar of development for future Halo titles. Yeah! That's what we needed! Halo Studios has hired a new chief of staff, Angela Hesian, who previously worked as the global head of gaming safety and trust at Microsoft. However, she also started her own AI consulting company in 2024. We're so back. Halo's returning to the glory days! Gen AI ought to bring it back. The first thing you think of when you hear AI-generated games is high quality. Now imagine when you take the talent of the former 343 team and couple them with AI, what they can create. The sky's the limit. Unbelievable, man. Oh my god. Whatever, it's not like it was working for them anyway. They have been in a rough spot for a while. I can't imagine it getting worse. Whatever. Rebs Gaming is pretty reliable. He started the rumor about the CE remake. Well, he was right there. And this sounds... I mean, this is not really a rumor. That's pretty cut and dry. Yeah. It's not looking good for the future of Halo Studios. I'll be honest, I bought into the hopium that maybe rebranding as Halo Studios, switching engines, and just ground up would be a fresh start and be good. It's looking worse. It's looking much worse. Oh, that makes me so sad. Why would you fall for that? The same people still work there. I don't fucking know, man. One of the things I think really fucked them with Halo Infinite was spending 8 years developing a $500 million slipspace engine that they couldn't even figure out how to use. So I thought by just switching to an engine that they don't have to constantly tweak and fucking titty twist on, it would save them a lot of trouble and be able to actually focus on making a good game. By the way, that $500 million slipspace engine now retires with only one game ever being made with it. Fucking awesome investment. Was the engine any good? Maybe they should just release it. I don't think anyone wants to touch it. If the people who fucking made the engine couldn't even use it to develop Halo Infinite where they had to restart twice or whatever, I don't think anyone's gonna want to take the time to try and learn it themselves. That's because they use contractors, so they didn't have any time to learn it before they left. Oh, wait, is that what happened? I remember the contractor fiasco. I didn't know it was engine-related, where they just basically bounced without ever teaching them. I didn't know that. Remember how they said adding Team Slayer was a difficult task and might take some time after release? I don't remember that. I just remember how the multiplayer came out. I actually had like a lot of fun with it for a couple weeks, and then I finished everything the multiplayer had to offer, and then for 2 years after that, it stayed exactly the same with nothing in it. Yeah, it was like 6 maps and nothing else in 3 game modes. They couldn't get Forge out in time. They still never even followed through on the split screen or anything. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's so sad. It's so sad. Didn't Glitchers find a way to do split screen because they couldn't do it? Yeah, eventually the community found a way to brute force it. Yeah, no, it makes me salty. I just... Especially after replaying the good Halos, I just wish it could somehow get back to that former glory. That's all. I just hate to see what's happened to this. Now, I fully recognize there are people out there that are excited about remaking the original trilogy again. I just am not one of them. I really can't fathom why you would be excited about that. They have already remade CE once. They have already done an upgrade to Halo 2 once as well. Why do it again? Like, I don't care that it's a new engine. It's still the same experience. Like, I don't care if it's prettier and whatever. In fact, I prefer the old look of those games. I like the originals. I don't need them remade and then remade again. I would much rather Halo go forward as opposed to just staying in the past for all of these, like, nostalgia trip moments. Like, you remember this? Well, check it out now with ray tracing. Like, I don't give a fuck, man. Just try and make a good Halo again. That's what I really want. And I truly don't understand the decision to remake CE and then not include multiplayer. That is actually like a crazy stupid idea. That is an indefensible notion. I do not get that whatsoever. But again, maybe the multiplayer Halo they're working on will save all of it. I just don't have any confidence in them to. I really don't. This feels like they are completely directionless and just stuck trying to recreate the magic of the past. And not even recreate it. They're not even really trying to do that. They're just trying to once again show you the magic of the past made by people that don't work at the current studio that's showing you it. So like I just think there's so little to be excited about with that direction. And I know I already addressed this on stream. I've seen the cope where people are saying this is to introduce a new generation of Halo to get them excited about it on like PlayStation and everything. Okay, great. Give them the MCC. That is the whole point of the MCC. Why would you waste all this time and money doing this for that? You already have the MCC. Give them that. I don't like it. I do not like the green eggs and ham here. And I really, 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 really don't like the Gen AI enthusiasm that's reportedly present here at Microsoft and Halo Studios for their upcoming Halo titles. They were already slop before AI was introduced. I can only imagine how much worse it will get with that. Like, again, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it's looking like it can. If they are truly going all in on Gen AI for Halo games coming up, there is just no hope. So yeah, I've been yapping about this for a bit now, I know. But I just really love this franchise and really hate what's happened to it. And it's not looking like there's any greener pastures coming up or anything like really shining bright in the future with Halo Studios here at the helm. But I guess maybe the multiplayer game might have some potential. I don't know. I can't believe I'm still latching on to Hopium here, but I just had to whine about it a little bit more. That's really about it. So yeah. Wow. I just learned about the Switzerland ski resort fire last night, and what a devastating tragedy. At a ski resort bar, a fire broke out that claimed the lives of 40 people, and over 100 have been injured as of me making this video right now. Those are the numbers that are reported, and it is just heartbreaking. And what made me want to talk about it is there's a lot of videos floating around of people that were filming the fire instead of prioritizing escaping it. So there's videos of people that were still actively partying while filming this fire. Like, there's still music playing and everything, and people just not taking it seriously. They're busy filming it for social media. And I can't believe it. Social media has reached the point where it overrides people's basic survival instincts. To see people actively still partying as the entire building is being engulfed in a blazing inferno is unbelievable to me. There's multiple videos like this. So you can see tons of people's phones are out here. So you get like a whole 360-degree video of this fire building until it is completely out of control, which doesn't take long. That's how fire works. And then people panicking, scrambling to escape, but for some it was just way too late. 40 people died in this. It's fucking tragic. And I still just can't believe that people would be like filming and partying while something like this is happening instead of escaping or helping others to escape as well. Like maybe there were people that didn't know this was going on and someone filming could have instead, let them know like, hey, we got to get the fuck out of here or something. It's so weird to me that we've reached a point where people would prioritize social media updates as opposed to their own life. You know what's a lot cooler than a few handful of likes on TikTok? Being alive. I urge anyone watching this to remember that at the end of the day, social media is not the most important thing in your life. Your life is the most important thing in your life. So anytime there's something like a fire going on, don't think of it as like a potential unique content opportunity. I feel like so much of the world has become incredibly geared towards like content brain 100% of the time, when it just shouldn't be that way. You should always be trying to prioritize your actual life as opposed to like your digital footprint and whatever you do online and all that kind of thing. It's just very, very sad to see this.
Celebration in the Swiss Alps shows the chaos as the deadly flames spread at a bar popular with young people and tourists. You can hear the screaming, people scrambling for the exit as the flames rip through the confined spaces of the bar Le Constellation. Swiss authorities say about 40 people were killed and more than 100 injured in the fire that began at 1:30 a.m. The cause of the blaze now under investigation.
It's extremely hard to watch that footage. It's gut-wrenching. Now, in the news segment, they mentioned that the cause of the fire was still under investigation. As of me making this now, it appears they have a lead on it. They believe that sparklers were what caused it. The sparklers appeared to have led to what is referred to as a flashover incident where the fire spread very rapidly. Investigators would assess soundproofing foam used in the ceiling and whether anyone needs to be held criminally liable for the fire. The sparklers they're referring to are champagne bottle sparklers. Now, I've seen this picture floating around, which seems legitimate, but in the age of AI, I can never really be sure anymore. But I've seen this in quite a few different places, including actual publications. But even still, I always take everything with a whiff of uncertainty because, again, it could be, phony baloney AI. But in that picture, the soundproofing, the foam on the ceiling, that does match what appears to be catching on fire in the videos that were filmed. So, regardless, it seems like it was the champagne bottle sparklers that started this incident, and it spread the fire very rapidly. It immediately reminded me of the 2003 Station nightclub fire, which killed 100 people, and the fire started in a very similar fashion where the acoustic foam paneling caught on fire during pyrotechnics. Here, the sparklers caught that foam on fire. Now, I believe the venue should be held liable. Now, of course, I'm not a Switzerland authority, nor am I a fucking fire marshal or anything like that. I am a 5'6" homunculus layman. But I feel like if you are going to be selling champagne with sparklers on top, you probably also shouldn't have exposed, highly flammable foam paneling, where if a sparkler is raised a little too high, it can just cause all of it to ignite. That's clearly a huge problem and a big oversight to be combining these two things, it is a recipe for disaster. Now, I don't know if this was like the first year this bar did the sparklers and champagne thing or not, because if they were doing it previously, I'm surprised it wouldn't have happened sooner if the layout and the materials have stayed exactly the same. Like, that does seem to just be a glaring issue to have that there while also selling sparklers. But anyway, I saw in an article that one of the bar owners said that it's been inspected 3 times in 10 years and it passed the regulations. Again, I am a fucking idiot when it comes to this kind of thing, but that feels like a very little amount of inspection to be conducted over the course of a decade. I feel like, and keep in mind, I'm not the owner of an event space or anything, but I feel like in order to ensure the safety of patrons, you would want that to be inspected a little more often than 3 times in 10 years. A lot can change over the course of that period of time, so I just feel like in order to ensure due diligence and ensure materials are still up to code and everything's still, as it should be, I would have expected that to be a little bit higher. And I've seen people questioning, well, what are the regulations when it comes to this kind of thing there? Like, I haven't seen any reports on if there were, like, sufficient escapes, like maybe there weren't enough escape routes for people to exit in case of emergency. I haven't seen anything about that as of me making this video right now, so there's just a lot of question marks in the air. But based on the videos I have seen, it really feels like this venue will likely be held liable, at least in some sense, for the fire, because it doesn't make sense why they would even be doing these sparkling champagne bottles while having known flammable material on the ceiling. And it's not like the ceiling is like 50 feet high where it would never touch it or anything. You can reach it by holding the champagne bottle up a little higher than you normally would. Again, at least based on some of the videos I've seen. So, like there's a video of the guy hitting the roof or the ceiling that has fire breaking out on it, where you can see the paneling. He's hitting it while standing with his shirt. So you can easily reach that. So if you're selling sparklers, which can start fires, and you're surrounded by this not super high ceiling that is full of these flammable materials, that's a problem. So personally, I just can't imagine authorities coming back and being like, oh yeah, the venue's not at fault at all. This is actually, totally normal. Because it just doesn't feel like it should be. In that case, maybe we need to update the fire inspection protocol over there, because I don't think you should be mixing flammable foam paneling with fucking champagne sparklers. It's an absolute fucking disaster. And it's so tragic, man. It's just so fucking sad. 40 lives lost, over 100 people injured on what is supposed to be an extremely happy celebratory day. It's so fucking awful, man. Anyway, wishing the best for everyone affected, all families, everyone that survived it as well. Just terrible stuff. Truly awful stuff. That's really about it. So yeah. I've recently been feeling a lot like how I imagine ancient Mayan culture felt when they first gazed upon the stars and thought to themselves, there's something else out there. I've been on the cusp of a big discovery, one that I've found a deep appreciation for, and I'm only just now learning the intricacies of. And that is SpongeBob horror games. It is a fascinating genre I didn't even know existed in this capacity until only like a month or so ago, when I played one on a whim for my gaming channel, and now I'm hooked on them. I just want to kind of put these on your radar because I have been having a lot of fun playing SpongeBob horror games for some reason. Granted, on my gaming channel, I have been playing a ton of horror games, but probably my favorites so far are the SpongeBob-themed ones. I can't wait to see all 4. I imagine one of them is a cease and desist from Nickelodeon or something, perhaps? No, I don't do that. If they actually did cease and desist like Nintendo, Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine and dies, that would have had the creator thrown in jail years ago. This'll make it cost a little more. Oh, that's no problem, sir. I'm reading this like I'm reading this like fucking Grok AI would. I have many students, so I can afford to pay for it. Wow, it means you're a great art teacher. Yes, indeed, I'm professor of art. This is going to be exciting. I get to clean Squidward's classroom. Let's put on my Sunday best. Wow, in the middle of nowhere, Bikini Bottom, huh? Shit is rock bottom. Alright, I'm coming in. Squidward! Oh, this place is filthy. There it is. It is unbelievable. I've only been back in the fucking Megazord here of indie games for like 2 weeks, playing like really dog shit throwaway horror games, and like 5 of the last 7 or so, I haven't posted a video on all of them yet, but 5 at least of the last 7 or 8 have all had a broom sweeping element to it. It is unbelievable how common this is. Is that like the most horrific thing someone can think of when making a game? Chores? Surely there's more we could be exploring. I would think. If I'm lucky, some of Mr. Tentacle's talent may rub off on me. This actually is a banger episode, by the way. This is one of like the classic SpongeBob episodes that just goes fucking ballistic, even holding up super well today. Use needle. Seems about right for old tennis balls. Condom. Come on, SpongeBob, I'll give you one more chance. Use all your knowledge and imagination. Okay, I won't make any more mistakes. First, the artist must concentrate and visualize his concept. Now you've got it. Now I've got to embrace the marble. I've got to be the marble. I've got to fuck the marble. I gotta lick the marble. I gotta serve the marble. With this tool I shall give birth to art. Hit it gently. Yes! Now one more thing left. The nose. Now it's art. Well, what do you think, Squidward? No! Asshole! Is this where it finally becomes a horror game? He just point blank assaulted SpongeBob. I saw the whole thing. How dare you shitting on me, SpongeBob? Ouch, it's hurt, Squidward. Don't mind me, just doing my job over here. Want no part of this. Fuck you, SpongeBob. Give me a beautiful sculpture. I'm sorry, Squidward, but I can't imagine like before. You son of a bitch. I'll kicking you repeatedly until you make the sculpture. Please forgive me, Squidward. I'm your friend. No, you're not. I've always hated you. You've always ruined my life, SpongeBob. So many times you shattered my dreams. You destroyed everything I had. My house is often damaged because of you and your stupid friend Patrick. I spent a lot of money to renovate it. I almost lost my job several times, all because of you. Why annoying person like you always around me? You become my neighbor. You work where I work. You're everywhere, you asshole. And now you also come to my art class. You arrogantly flaunted your skills in front of me. What do you really want, SpongeBob? SpongeBob's eyes roll in the back of his skull and he fucking sheds his mortal skin like his flesh suit and becomes this transcendent cosmic Lovecraftian horror. Okay, my job's done. Jesus! He's got SpongeBob stun locked. I'll just put this back. I'm not going to intervene. Squidward! Good to see you, bud. That's my boy. Smoking a doobie out here, huh? Got yourself a fucking doink? Alright. Good evening, sir. What are you doing out here? Oh, Mr. Smalldick, I've been waiting for you. Please clean the classroom. Yes, sir. By the way, bring this flashlight. What's it for? It's dark inside, probably due to an electrical short circuit. Waiting for the technician to come here, you just clean up inside. You got it. Doesn't seem too filthy to, well, a couple of broken pieces here. Good Lord, SpongeBob, what has he done to you? Oh, God, well, he should be able to regenerate. He's immortal. SpongeBob, he's dead! What's going on here? Who did this? It was that old Monty P. Moneybags, wasn't it? If you're still alive, then I'm going to have a really big problem. I must kill you immediately. Damn, this is bad. Left mouse to fire the gun. Okay. Where is he? Shit. Ah! I did it! I defended myself! Jesus! Idiot, you're dealing with the wrong person! Gun will always win against chainsaw. Go to hell, you motherfucker. This must be one of the 4 endings. This is my chance. But no. I already said no more crime. And lying to an art collector is a crime, damn it. And murder, it was in self-defense. That's not a crime. So I will be honest, it was Mr. Squidward. This crazy squid is responsible for all this.
My name is Squidward, and I hate my life. I wake up every day, go to work, and come back home.
That AI voice is rough.
Nothing ever changes. I'm thinking of killing myself.
Oh
But
man, that's
before
dark.
I kill myself, I want to kill the people I hate.
Damn, Squidward. Come on, Squiddy. It's not all that
I
bad.
can't stand working here. Everyone is so fat and annoying. I don't care anymore. I'm going to kill all these people.
No, don't do it, Squidward. There's other alternatives.
Get ready to die.
What about fun? Come on, Squidward, no. They all have to die? I mean, maybe that guy deserves it. He looks like he's disguising himself, probably on the run for some heinous crimes. Oh, wait, do I do something now? I can't move or anything. Oh, I see. I throw the Krabby Patties like shuriken. Take this!
No!
Oh, God. I one-tapped him with the Krabby Patty. Get out of here! You've made Squidward unhappy.
Hell, you bastards.
I just find it hard to believe they're responsible for it. They're just hungry customers. Even in death, she couldn't let go of the Krabby Patty. It was too delicious. He knows what's coming, but I'm out of objects to throw. Oh, I see. I'm not fully out of things to throw. I can just launch lead at them. Shit! The police are here! I gotta finish up! Okay. It was like this when I got here. I swear.
It's time I kill Mr. Krabs.
Oh, he's running. He knows. God, everything is so big and I'm so small. It's mimicking real life right now. It's hitting too close to home.
Squidward, what is happening here? Is that a gun? I came to kill you. And to take your money. No! See you in hell.
His voice acting was actually just ripped from a SpongeBob episode. You can hear the background music playing where they just got it. That's cute. Where's your $1 million, Mr. Krabs? Tell me and I might let you live. Not talking, eh? Not even using a sentence enhancer? Oh, his eyes don't have a hitbox. I gotta pop him right in his fucking nose. Oh, it's Squidward! What's up, bud? Oh! Oh, okay. Damn, Squidward, he means business. That was one hell of a move he got me with. I'm coming, Pat. Oh, Patrick! I'll unplug it. Oh, that's not how that works. Hold on. Maybe there's an off switch. Also, you're not strapped down. Why don't you just move? Just move! Hold on, I gotta turn this off. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Shut the power off.
Finally, I'm free. I got circumcised again.
That's a banger line, actually. You and me both, Patrick. Double dipping on the circumcision, am I right? Anything here? No. This must be for SpongeBob's sauna. Gary, no! Gary, why? What the fuck, Squidward? What did Gary ever do to make your life miserable? That's alright. I mean, I guess I kind of get it. SpongeBob. Hey, SpongeBob. Good to see you, bud. Here, I'll help you out.
Hey, Sandy! Did you come to help me?
Yes, SpongeBob. What is this machine?
How the fuck should I know? Squidward put me in it! And I think it's gonna split me in half.
Sandy cheeks, I'm coming to clap those cheeks.
He's coming, Sandy.
This game kind of goes hard.
In the closet.
How did Squidward get this whole machine here?
Get ready to die.
Squidward, no! Please, I will do anything if you let me go.
Squids don't have dicks. Get fucked, SpongeBob.
No! There we go. There's one. Oh, that's gonna just set SpongeBob on fire. No, wait! I can go get more water and extinguish the flames. I gotta wait for Squidward, though. Sorry, just... Can you calm down? You can see I'm actively helping you. Oh, you're safe. Bet you feel like $1,000,000 now, huh?
Thank you, Sandy! You saved me!
You're welcome.
Look, Sandy, Squidward is here!
SpongeBob, you ruined my plans again. This will be the last time. It's time for me to die.
Oh, no! Squidward! Why? This one focuses on the hash-slinging slasher, and it's sure to make me very frightened. I'm hoping it can put some poop in my pants. Let's get after it. This one's for Bikini Bottom. Nice. We did it. Put valuables in safe. Ah! The spatula for a hand. He's here to fuck my ass. Jackpot. What the hell? Oh no! Get back here, scoundrel! The hash-slinging slasher's gonna kill him! Anchovies! This is definitely a valuable. That's the secret formula. Hopefully the hash-slinging slasher won't recognize that... What the hell is he doing? He's motorboating me! No! Stop it! He's breathing heavy, he's moaning. He likes it. I'm causing him to hyperventilate. No! He got me! Wow, this is a really... Like, chopping lettuce in real life is faster. Holy shit. Okay. I need to hide. Oh, close. That was close. He's gonna see the chopped lettuce and know something's up. He's gonna know he's not alone. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, 2 of 6. And that is now out of... What are you doing? There's a lot of rowdy customers. I've got the red pan. I've got the red pan. I've got it. I've got it. Okay, I just need to drop the red pan off, then take out the last trash. I don't know if I was just missing it last time, or if I maybe accidentally kicked it under the dumpster at some point. I don't know. But I turned this fucking thing inside out. I think I have spent longer playing this game than the developer spent making this game. I have spent longer at the Krusty Krab than Mr. Krab himself. And it's all worth it. I've got the last piece of the puzzle. Has he vanished? I don't know. I feel like he probably has. That was scary. That was extremely scary. Wow. 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 Is he still here? Is he still here? If he's here and he gets me, I'm just quitting. Okay, I think I'm safe. Okay. Last thing. Last trash. Come on, baby. Alright, we're free. We're free. We're free. Oh my god. Forever! Forever! Lock main entrance. I'm just going to wait until he spawns and leaves. I'm not taking any chances. I'm immediately going against what I just said, but I don't know, because he might not spawn. Someone's trying to call me and lure me in. Okay. Okay. It's locked. It's locked. The menace is sealed. I hope you're ready to squeal, cause I got a real scary experience to show you today, no doubt. This is Nightmare in Squidville, another SpongeBob horror game.
Upon the brow, and in parting, from you now.
What am I? Okay, this is interesting.
We must find Squidward. It's already dark.
Oh, I must have fallen asleep. Let us knock on some doors to find out where he is.
That's a good plan. Let's go, Patrick. Squidward needs our help. There's a fire over here. Maybe some cult activity. Maybe they're burning him at the stake. Squidward, I'm coming.
Hello, have you seen Squidward?
Nobody home. I have no clues to go off of. They didn't leave a ransom note or anything. Wait. I see, like, aliens or something over there? Mr. Tennis Balls!
Is this Squidward over there?
Oh, baby! He's feral. Oh, okay. Oh, I can drive. It crashed my game. No, they knew SpongeBob didn't have his boating license. Okay, hopefully that's just a one-time thing.
Hey, SpongeBob, wake up. We must find Squidward. It's already dark.
Yes, you're right. You're right, Patrick.
You must have fallen asleep.
There's
Oh, Squidward!
Squidward,
Oh, wow.
we have been looking for you all day.
Hi, Squidward. Why are you in a cage? SpongeBob, Patrick. I'm happy to see
Oh, he's drugged.
Would you be so kind and help me out?
He sounds
Can't
very
do it,
drunk,
this is a
even.
trap. They got me here. They are cannibals. They have eaten the other ones. I am next. I tried to fly away with a leaf blower.
Sounds like he's overdosing.
So
Patrick, get the Narcan.
threw me in a cage, and the key must be somewhere near here. Maybe you see them gathered at the park.
Please hang in there. We see what we can do. Either we find the K or there is another way.
Yes.
Alright, good plan. So, to the park then? Open up! I want to ask you a few questions. Oh, the park happens to be right there. Good news, Patrick. The park wasn't far. I wish they'd stop planting steel plants out here.
Drive over them.
Drive over them. I got them! The day is saved! Maybe one of them had a key. Alright, hop in the boatmobile, Squidward. Oh, they're lapped up. They've started the air raid sirens over there. Not on this side, though, just over there. They know there's been a jailbreak. Crash through the site fast. I did it! Oh my god!
Hell is rising.
Hell is rising?
No. Do you see this in front of us?
This isn't hell rising, this is like the large intestines of a body. Oh!
Come on. We get through this nightmare.
We can do this! Okay, how long does this go for, you think?
You need to boost.
Press space to boost. Turbo mode! The NOS booster's activated. Granny shifting.
We are trapped inside a dream. Where Squidbill of the demons to break the spell.
You will terrorize Bikini Bottom no longer. They're screeching at me. Ooh, huge collateral. What a wonderful sound. This might be it. I don't see them spawning anymore.
Sleep well.
Yeah! Is the spell broken? Or do we have to defeat the Flying Dutchman yet?
Thank you, SpongeBob. You saved us.
Oh god. That's the end of the game, I see. Yeah, this is just downright evil. A French streamer named Jean Parmenov, real name Raphael Gravin, has passed away in his sleep on stream after this marathon stream that he was a part of, where his friends, and I wouldn't call them friends, they are like actual demons, basically just abused him, beat him, fundamentally tortured him, made him consume dangerous things, and then he went to sleep and died in his sleep. He was 46 years old, and the exact cause of death is currently being investigated. Jean Parmenov was mainly a gamer, and then over time grew a big following and started doing like more IRL streams, and from what I can gather, more like extreme challenges. But what happened during this marathon stream where he ultimately passed away was something that he was not a full willing participant of, as evidenced by what he would say during streams, as well as a text message he sent to his mother just days before his death. He allegedly sent this to his mom shortly before he passed. "Hey mom, how are you? I'm sick of this game. It's gone way too far. I feel like I'm being held hostage by their awful concept. I'm exhausted. I want to leave, but the other guy won't let me. He's holding me hostage." The other streamers involved here are trying to claim they had nothing to do with it, and then even posted some very heartfelt messages about his passing and how much he meant to them. But if you watch any of the footage, and I don't know what I can and can't show you here because it is actually torturing this guy, and then he eventually dies. Like, if you just watch that, it's very clear this isn't a man they respected. This is someone they treated like a human punching bag.
Oh, t'écoutes? Ouais, ça va. J'ai jamais bougé vraiment. Vraiment. T'inquiète pas, t'inquiète pas. Je relâche. Allez, arrête, arrête, tu vas mourir. Arrête, Sarfine, arrête. Oui, oui. Arrête. Ah, il me prend, putain. Sarfine, arrête, arrête, tu vas mourir. Arrête, tu vas mourir.
I've seen a few news sources showing these clips, so I'm assuming that these are okay to show. Not that any of it is okay, it only gets worse from here. But as far as what they did to this man and the abuse that he endured, this is like the lowest level of it. Not that there's a such thing as diet torture, there's no such thing as like a tasteful amount of torture, But as far as like clips I can show you of just how awful it was, this is, I think, the limit of what I'm allowed to show. It is shocking that it went on for so long. Like, this was not just like a one-time thing. This was a recurrent gag on their streams where they bring Jean in and then they all just turn into like the toddlers from Weapons and start like ripping at him, beating him, insulting him. Like they really treat him like their prisoner, like a dog's chew toy or something. It is foul. And they have the audacity to claim that they did nothing and that they are blameless in this death. Like, oh, it was just such an unexpected tragedy that he passed away. No one could have seen it coming. I think any sensible person will look at all of the evidence that they themselves filmed on stream and be able to say with high level of confidence that they definitely had a hand in his untimely death. Two of the streamers directly involved in this have made statements where they're trying to put on this facade of grief, but I don't buy it at all. The first comes from Naruto, which is a wild name for a piece of shit like this to have. It's been a while since I've seen the show, but I don't recall Naruto ever being a huge advocate for torturing innocent people. Anyway, his statement says, "I've always dreaded writing these words. Sadly, last night, JP, Raphael Gravin, left us. My brother, my sidekick, my partner, 6 years, side by side, never letting go. I love you, my brother. We will miss you terribly. Please respect his memory and don't share the video of his final moments. For his family and for us, his second family, rest in peace." A bunch of words there, and I don't believe any of them. All of these words are once again more meaningless than mahujanize, and that's a word that I completely made up. This is hollow when you look at how they treated this guy for so long. It wasn't just the physical abuse that Jean Parmenov, Raphael Gravin, endured. It was the mental abuse. They would all, like, from what I can tell, they were even doing their best to, like, keep him from sleeping. They were, like, strangling him as well, which, of course, is physical, too. But, like, there was significantly more than just the physical stuff they were doing to him to mistreat him and abuse him and dehumanize him. It was terrible. It was truly terrible. Like, obviously, I'm not going to show any more from the stream, but do you want to know how they went to check if he was still alive? Well, when they thought something might be a bit awry, they threw a bottle at him. They just threw a bottle at his body, and then they went over and started slapping him to try and see if he'd wake up, but he was still unresponsive. So that's when it dawned on them that he had died in his sleep, on stream, right next to all of them. There is nothing that I have seen here that leads me to believe they genuinely cared about this guy. I think it's very clear Raphael Gravin very much cared about them and wanted to be their friend, and to me it seems like they exploited that. They manipulated him into being the butt of the joke for these humiliation streams. That's what these were. They were humiliation streams that they roped Raphael Gravin into agreeing to, and it seems like they were just dangling this carrot of friendship in front of him. And like all of the attention that it was gathering, it seems like they were holding over his head like, oh man, we need you here, JP. We need to, mistreat you on stream, but just know we love you. This is all part of, the joke here for the audience. We're all in on it. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. That's what it seems like to me from everything I have seen here. And this has gone on for a really long time. It really seems like at no point did they actually respect JP or treat him like a friend. He was simply the catalyst for their humiliation streams. Because of him, they were able to get a lot more eyeballs and make a lot more money off humiliating and abusing this guy that they never actually really viewed as a friend. That's what it looks like to me. Now, all of this was broadcast on Kick, and it went on for a long time. Not only this 10-day marathon, but a lot of the other abuse that happened prior also broadcast on Kick, and at no point were they ever, reprimanded or shut down, according to sources. So a lot of attention is now turning towards Kick about, how they handle illegal shit like this. So our priority is to protect creators and ensure a safer environment on Kick. All co-streamers who participated in this live broadcast have been banned pending the ongoing investigation. So they didn't ban until after JP's death. Now, this kind of thing has happened on Twitch before. This isn't exclusive to just Kick. This has happened on YouTube streaming before as well. There was a streamer a while back on YouTube who literally murdered his girlfriend on stream. This is unfortunately something that has happened on other streaming platforms, and I understand that it can oftentimes be hard for a company to proactively get involved and stop something from happening before it happens, preventing a tragedy. You know, this isn't fucking Minority Report here with Tom Cruise able to, like, see the future or some shit. Like, they couldn't prevent it in some of those cases, but this one's a little different because a big source of their content was mistreating JP on stream. Strangling him, beating him. Like, that was a big piece of their content for a while, even before, like, all of this blew up and he passed away. Like, I feel like at some point Kick could have absolutely been alerted to that and taken action. And Kick does have a history of letting criminal activity fly unpunished for a while. There is a streamer that I have talked about numerous times who has literally fucked a prostitute on stream, on Kick, in front of a child on stream, and still was never banned for that. And that wasn't even the first time that he fucked a prostitute on stream. But that was the first time he did that while a child was literally in the room while he had sex with that prostitute. Still, never banned. Kick has been very loosey-goosey with their enforcement of their own policies, where they will let criminal activity fly for way too long. So that is something I think they really need to get under control. Kick has been growing a lot recently, and I think if it wants to continue to grow, it needs to take shit like this far more seriously. Like, before something like this happens. I feel like day one of JP being abused during this 10-day marathon, Kick could have come in and just put the kibosh on it. I'm not saying that would have saved his life or anything like that. Of course, there's no way to know. But if Kick would just be a little more mindful of trying to prevent illegal activities from being broadcast on there, it'd be really helpful, not only to the platform, but to people like JP, where if his friends weren't receiving such monetary incentive to keep humiliating and abusing him, like if they had been banned by Kick, well, maybe they would have stopped. But when they get to do an entire 10-day marathon of a bulk of the content revolving around, like, fundamentally torturing this guy, well, then it seems like they've got the green light to keep doing it, and they made a lot of money doing it too. And I already know the defense that a lot of people will use here about Kick has grown a lot, so there's a lot of buns in the oven. They can't keep track of every stream every single time. And I recognize that to a certain extent, but this was a big stream for them. Like, this is something that I think would have been on their radar in some capacity, and given Kick's history of just letting, like, really degenerate and illegal shit fly for a while, I think there's a chance they knew about this, but just were letting it ride because it was a big stream, and they don't want to be viewed as the platform that's like Weenie Hut Jr., where they'll, like, ban people willy-nilly. Which, again, I get, but when it comes to, like, torture and illegal shit, there is nothing wrong with stepping in and banning those accounts. In fact, I would argue it's very beneficial for your platform to do that, so that way the perception of Kick as a whole isn't like a lawless wasteland where criminals go to broadcast illegal shit. And it seems like the user base would like Kick to do more in cases like this. Aiden Ross made a statement where he mentioned that him and Drake are going to be covering the funeral costs for Raphael Gravin, which I think is a very nice gesture. And from what I can tell, it seems like Aiden agrees that Kick needs to do more in cases like this to stop the illegal content from being broadcast on that platform. It seems like it's something the users agree needs to have more action taken on, like stopping illegal broadcasts of crime on Kick. Now, to go back to the actual individuals involved in the abuse of Parmenov, one of the lawyers for them has come forward and said that the victim had cardiovascular problems and that the violence in the videos was acted. All of those scenes are just staged. They follow a script, he said. Actually going back to the classic, it's all just acting. A pretty interesting defense tactic here. I wonder if the text message Raphael Gravin sent to his mother agrees that it was all a script and that it was just acting. That must have been part of it. It was one hell of a script here. This is up there with some of Nolan's best scripts. This is crazy. To claim that the violence was staged and just acted. No, the fuck it was not. You can watch it yourself and see that is not the case. Like, they're trying to pull that meme of Patrick Stewart going to sleep and then saying, wasn't sleeping, just acting, and use it to try and excuse the hand that their clients may have had in the death of a 46-year-old innocent man on stream. It's, again, you can watch the clips yourself. It it's pretty infuriating. It's hard to watch, but you can. And it's very clear this was not some script, and that this was not just acting. This is real terror and real abuse that this man suffered at the hands of people he thought were his friends. Now, I do know that there are a couple of clips where Raphael Graben was playing along with it to a certain degree, where he would kind of lean into like the humiliation / abuse for the sake of like the stream. There are a couple moments of that, but it's very rare. The majority of the majority of it is them like just lashing out and like attacking him or making him do things against his will, and it's not scripted. Very clearly not scripted or fully agreed upon. So I think that is a very weak defense. I guess we'll see if the French courts agree, but I really think you can say with high confidence that this stream and these streamers did play a role in what ultimately happened to Raphael Graben. They may not have directly killed him or anything like that, but I do think everything they put him through for such an extended period of time had a real role to play in what happened. It's sickening. This stream was hard to watch the clips from. It was brutal. Anyway, I had to talk about it a little bit. It's just so fucking crazy. That's really about it. So yeah. When I first heard of the conspiracy theory that there's a secret Stranger Things episode 9 airing on the 7th of January, I thought it was a joke, like a meme. Haha, everyone was so disappointed with the finale that they've deluded themselves into thinking that there's a new secret one that's actually coming and the one we watched was fake. I thought it was just like taking the piss because so many people were extremely disappointed with how the series ended. And now today, it's all I'm seeing. I am inundated with these unhinged explanations for why there is actually a secret 9th episode that's airing in less than 24 hours. And it's coming from a place of like genuine belief, it feels like. This is earnest. It's called Conformity. Fuck! Conformity Gate confirmed by me accidentally! I knew it! Conformity Gate. That's the name of this movement. And they're using pieces of evidence like this. This was on the Stranger Things TikTok, and you'll notice behind our character there, on the clock, it's 1:07. 1:07? That's January 7th. Coinky dink? Perhaps. But I think not. I'd be a fool to believe in coincidences when it comes to Stranger Things. Much like Joyce with the lights, the community is putting together the pieces of this puzzle, the breadcrumbs the genius Duffer Brothers have laid out. They wanted you to believe that the finale was underwhelming. They wanted to tank the reputation of one of the most powerful IPs in Netflix history in order to get you all with the bait and switch that the good episode is actually airing tomorrow, and a huge surprise. The whole concept of that is just wild to me. Why would they even have a fake episode? The idea being that Vecna, this is all part of his illusion, so the ending we got, the epilogue, all of that stuff never actually happened. This is Vecna projecting this to us, and it's not real. The real ending is on the 7th. That is a dumber idea than NFTs. That shit is poop. Because at best, with this concept, it means that the 2 hours you spent on the fake finale was 2 hours just wasted. It doesn't do anything to elevate that. If there was a secret finale that's good, all it means is that there is an episode before it, the penultimate episode, is just not good on purpose. So it's a waste of your time. It just doesn't pass the smell test. There would be no reason why they would intentionally give their community that's waited a decade for the ending something less than great on purpose for the sake of getting them with the surprise, here's the actual finale. There's nothing positive about that. Yeah, so I just don't see that coming, especially not from Netflix of all places. And it makes even less sense when you consider the press tour that the Duffer Brothers are going on right now with the Orb of Confusion in their possession, where anytime they're asked questions about the show, they're like, oh yeah, I don't know. I guess. Possibly. Them trying to answer questions about their own series is like you trying to remember a fever dream you had after chugging NyQuil. Like, they're having a hard time even remembering half the shit that fans are even asking them. So I don't think that's them trying to, cover for this secret grand scheme of a episode 9 finale. I think they just really got lost in the sauce and forgot a lot of things along the way, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. As it stands, the finale isn't like the worst ending to a show in the world, but the fact that it is so disappointing to so many people, it's led to them having like this mass hypnosis where they're like in this trance state, like Vecna is controlling them now, where they're projecting these ideas that it can't be, less than stellar. There must be something more. So now they've cooked this up and they're using just nonsensical explanations for why Conformity Gate is real. And like I said, I thought this was just a meme at first, like a joke. And if you're the Duffer Brothers, this has to be the ultimate insult that your series finale is so not amazing and flat to so many people that they actually cannot believe that this is the end, that they think there must be more to it. That's gotta feel like shit for them. Like, more so than people just outright insulting it or picking apart the numerous glaring plot holes and inconsistencies. The fact that your most diehard fans and Stranger Things enthusiasts are the ones that are like, there must be more, this can't be actually how it ends, that has to be just the ultimate insult. Like, if I was the Duffer Brothers, I would actually just get right back in the lab again, talking to Netflix. Brother, we're doing another season or something, or like a special coming up, next November or something. We've got to do something. Holy shit, this is hurting our feelings a lot. Like, it would actually be motivating me to be like, okay, I'm doing something. I'm going to try and play into this. Yep, we fooled you. The real finale is end of 2026. But anyway, though, back to Conformity Gate. Like, the evidence they use is just grasping at straws, like a Twitter user going on Netflix, typing in season 5, episode 9, and Stranger Things and House pops up, using that as evidence, because when you type in episode 10 for season 5, episode 10, Stranger Things and House don't pop up, but you know what does? Emily in Paris. Wow, that's awfully thought-provoking. That is an eyebrow-raising observation. If you've been hit in the head with a hammer, you can't be serious. Do you want to know why that's most likely the case? Because Netflix's search function isn't amazing. In this example here, Emily in Paris didn't show up for season 5, episode 9, but it did for episode 10. There is an episode 9 of Emily in Paris for season 5. Why wasn't it present? Because Netflix isn't great at that kind of thing. Just because Stranger Things popped up for season 5, episode 9 doesn't mean there is one. There is, however, an additional Stranger Things piece of content dropping, which is the behind-the-scenes stuff, but it is not season 5, episode 9, the secret finale, and that's not evidence of it. And I've seen other people using the search function for like their strong points for Conformity Gate, such as typing in fake ending, having Stranger Things pop up, which it does. I tried it myself. You know what else Stranger Things pops up for? Bad ending. And also, most notably, big fart. Wow. Now we're getting somewhere. I gotta be honest with you, sports fans, the longer I spend diving in this rabbit hole, the more convinced I become that there might really be something of substance here to this Conformity Gate conspiracy. You can't argue with big fart. Just like you can't argue with a complete misunderstanding of Morse code. So this user looked at the cassette tapes and came up with Morse code that spells out "did not stop me." But that only works if you have no fucking clue about Morse code, which, admittedly, I'm in that camp, but you can look it up. The unlimited information is at your fingertips, should you choose to look into it. So first of all, you can't really have Morse code work without some variations in the lines. You need short and long elements, typically dots that you'll see in Morse code. And if you pull up the actual Morse code here and try and somehow stretch it to fit the fucking Twitter post here for the Stranger Things message, it doesn't even come fucking close at all. So first of all, in the cassette tapes, there's clearly no variation in size or anything, so there's no dots, there's no long lines. But even just using the long lines that they have listed here doesn't work at all, because the first one doesn't even exist. There is no 4 just long. But let's just go ahead and assume that the last one is a small. That would mean it's 9. Not you, it would be 9. And then the second one, let's assume the empty spaces there in the cassettes are dots and the cassette is long. Then what you have is dot, long, dot, dot, which is not D, that is an L. So you have 9L, and then underneath that, it's not I. Long dot, long, long is Y. So you get 9LY, and then underneath that, you don't even get L again. So even if you just look at the Morse code they put on Twitter here, it can't be did, because the D The D pattern is not even repeated there. So how the fuck could it possibly be did? That wouldn't work. The whole thing crumbles. It is a complete sham. And yet people are believing that. There are so many people that looked at that and like, holy shit, the proof is right there in the pudding, and they're using ChatGPT to confirm it. Grok, are we right about this Vecna theory here? Does this Morse code confirm it? Well, darn tootin', looks like you cracked the code. You're a real smart cookie. Thanks, Grok. Can you put me in a bikini? It's just so fucking absurd. That is not even close to being anything substantial or even remotely correct, yet people are willing to run with it so they can continue to believe in conformity gate. Like, ultimately it's harmless, but it's just so ridiculous that I can't help but make fun of it and get, like, somewhat heated about it. Like, I actually cannot wrap my mind around people that are really believing in it. Like, it's shocking to me. And they're using things like the marketing material where they're saying it's going to be a dark Christmas as more proof that this is accurate. Since it wasn't a dark Christmas, fucking nobody dies in season 5 at all. Huge spoiler alert. Literally nobody but one character who you don't know anything about, can't care about because she's only there for like 4 seconds of screen time across the whole season, across the whole series, really. Outside of that, there's no character death, so it wasn't a dark Christmas. They're using that to say the dark Christmas they meant was Orthodox Christmas, which is January 7th. Come on! Goodness gracious, come on! Snap back to reality, I'm begging! Again, it's ultimately harmless, but holy shit, it is crazy. It is actually unbelievable that there are people out there that truly are, like, believing in this. Like to a degree where I saw people trying to book tickets to the secret the secret finale at their movie theater, because another big conformity gate evidence piece is that some people's movie theaters on the 8th aren't doing a ton of showings for other movies. So they believe the reason for that is because the theaters are occupied showing Stranger Things finale. So they're trying to book tickets to those imaginary make-believe showings for the secret 9th episode. It's so weird. Now, at the end of the day, if I'm wrong and this is all by design, that'd be something special. I think it'd be extremely fucking stupid. That'd be a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. Like, it'd be something I'd never seen before, and there's merit in that. This would definitely be creative to intentionally fumble your finale, but it actually was you faking it the whole time. You didn't fumble it. You have a secret episode in the tank. That would be interesting, but still extremely stupid. I'd love to be, like, wrong about, conformity gate. I'd love if it's real. That would be, like, entertainingly disastrous as a concept, but I am just 100% certain that's not the case here. I do know that there will be the behind the scenes for Stranger Things that comes out. That is on its way. But it's not the secret 9th episode finale, I don't think, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, let me show you some clips from last night when I was learning more about conformity gate. There's actually a decent amount of evidence, but I think it's mostly writing mistakes. I can't imagine there's a decent amount of evidence to suggest a secret 9th episode. I think what they're probably looking at is fucking plot holes that this whole season was filled to the brim with. That doesn't mean that the Duffer Bros have secretly cooked up a plan that erases those, and it was actually all part of their master scheme to make everyone think that they fumbled. That would be the stupidest idea ever. What is this? X a lie. Wow. Now that's compelling evidence. Oh god. While both Susie and Vicky were absent from the epilogue, some theorists believe Vecna left them out entirely because he didn't know who they were and therefore couldn't include them in the ending he allegedly constructed. Oh, that's so sad. It wasn't Vecna who forgot who they were, I'm sorry to tell you. According to conformity gate theorists, the final episode of Stranger Things could be released January 7th. Why that date? Netflix previously shared a cryptic post reading, "Your future is on the way," accompanied by a January 7th tag, leading some members of the fandom to speculate it could be connected to the theory. It also is significant in general because it marks Orthodox Christmas, which aligns with Season 5's release pattern of dropping episodes on major holidays, including Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. Every Insta account of Netflix in different regions changed their bio to relating of Stranger Things. No shit, it's their flagship series that just ended. Of course everything's going to be relating to Stranger Things. They want as many people as possible to watch it. Let bro believe in the whimsical. I don't care, ultimately, it's fine. It's a harmless cope. Hey, it'd be great to eat my own words. Maybe January 7th rolls around and they're like, gotcha, it's actually, here's the real ending. Occasionally there's moments where an entire community bands together to accomplish a single goal, collaboratively working towards something truly wholesome, positive, and special. And this just happened in the most unlikely space. Crypto. Yesterday a story blew up about a man who has cancer who was streaming to raise money so he could pay for his treatment to fight against it. And while streaming to raise money for his cancer treatment, someone convinced him to download a game called Block Blaster. And when he did, he lost all of the money in his wallet. It made like my nuts and drained it. It, like that, took away all the money he had raised for cancer treatment, approximately $32,000 or so. It turns out the game was malware that was disguised as a game. It had a ton of fake reviews. It had like hundreds of fake positive reviews, so it looked legitimate. Plus, no one expects a Steam game to have this kind of vulnerability in there where it could have some kind of malicious things go on in the background, but unfortunately, that's exactly what happened here. It is 100% confirmed. I made a video going deeper in this topic here if you want to see like the entirety of what happened. And that brings us to the latest chapter in this story here. Overnight, the community tirelessly worked to find those responsible and also prove that it was the game, because this is pretty unheard of for the most part. It was like fucking Batman trying to squeeze out the Riddler here. And they did. They confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt the game was responsible. They even identified apparently 907 victims. And not only did they prove that the game was causing all of these people to lose all of their crypto, they even unmasked some of the people responsible for it. Which means there could be real consequences for these fucking sick assholes here. Like, we even have snippets of conversations, like this one from David. The context here is these two are apparently involved in the theft with very little remorse, and David says, I will, sure. I didn't want to do that one, to be honest, but once I was done pin testing and sent it off, it was already done, and I figured he would make it back in a day. This is talking about Rostaland, the individual with stage 4 cancer who was raising money to try and get treatment to survive that they stole all of the money from through this game, Block Blasters. He said, bro, it's fucking huge. Life is fucked up, I know. And that's apparently referring to his tumor. Rostaland has a sarcoma, and he has posted some pictures of it because obviously being a pump.fun streamer, there's a lot of distrust. So he has done everything he can to prove the legitimacy. And like I said in the last video, it seems like everything there he is being honest about, like he is telling the truth. He's not faking cancer, I don't believe. So this is him talking about it. He even says, dog, I will send it back, but he literally will make it back in a few hours. I checked how much he already made back. And then the other guy said he already made it back, to be honest. This is one of a few suspects. Now, Zach XBT actually reached out to me to give me even more information about this case because it is crazy. So real quick before getting into like more of the suspects, I would like to show you the evidence they compiled about all of the malicious files in Block Blasters that was leading to all of these people losing their money just from downloading a fucking Steam game. So if you check the Steam charts, it only ever had like a peak player count of 8, but it had 6.4 thousand downloads. So Steam charts are good to get a metric of like how alive a game is, but it doesn't tell you the whole story of how many people have played the game. And of that 6.4 thousand, it seems 907 victims were identified, people that maybe lost a lot of their crypto because they downloaded this. That's a lot of people. I really would wonder how much money they stole just from having this game on Steam. And mind you, this is not like a chart topper. This wasn't like a top seller game or anything like that. This was a pretty underground game. Like, even the name is as fucking generic and lame as it gets. Block Blasters? Sounds like one of those fake TV games where, like, the dad walks in and he says, hey, son, what you playing there? Oh, Dad, it's just like the latest Block Blasters game. Like, oh my god, you're such a fucking fossil, Dad. You don't know Block Blasters? Might as well just call it the pea that took a poop. Like, it's literally a nothing burger of a game. Yet, because of the fake reviews And because they were like spreading it around, I even saw evidence that they had like compromised Twitter accounts trying to do paid promotions to people to stream Block Blasters to get more people to download it. I'm unsure if anyone ever actually like took that bait or not, but they even tried to like get it exposed to more people like that, so that way more people would download it, they could steal more people's wallets. It is a crazy scheme that still had 6.4 thousand downloads. Imagine this on a bigger scale if this becomes a more widespread problem. They got 907 people, and we know in one case they got $32,000 from just one of those victims. This is a frightening prospect for like the future of Steam games if this is something that people have now identified an exploit for that they can use. It makes it very scary. This is a really insightful thread that kind of goes over all of the main stuff. So there was a batch-based stealer with a fizz install backdoor, steal C binary, various VBS scripts and zip archives, which had the password 121. Now, keep in mind, I am a fucking troglodyte when it comes to this kind of deep-level shit. I am a homunculus, so a lot of this falls on deaf ears for me, but it seems pretty irrefutable. Like, this evidence here seems pretty watertight. They also have the file paths, the files themselves. They literally have everything. It feels dead to rights. Like, this is a case closed. And if you want to see like a full breakdown of the files and how it works, there's a website called G-Data Software that posted a full write-up on everything. And actually, according to this site, there's been some other notable games that have had similar things happen. So, perhaps the most notable case is that of PirateFi, a free-to-play game that comes with an information-stealing malware. The most recent malware infection in a game was Kimia, an early access title on Steam which was compromised by a threat actor known as EncryptHub through the injection of malicious binaries. These threat actors bypassed initial security screenings from Valve, which allowed the deployment of malicious patches and infected multiple users of the platform. And then they talk about how they observed it with Block Blasters. So this was reported by G-Data Software, and I didn't know about the previous cases here. So it seems like this isn't an isolated incident. This just happens to be probably the biggest one so far. And this one, they actually did apparently unmask some of the main suspects. They stole from a person with cancer. It actually doesn't get lower to that. They are going straight to hell. 100%. And people were so outraged that they all worked together so they could try and bring justice and try and help him get his money back, which, as I reported in the last video, Rostaland did get reimbursed the money that was stolen from him, which I think is amazing. Someone named Alex Becker reached out and sent him the $32,000 back, which is great. It's really nice to see something positive happen in a community that's become synonymous with like dog shit and terrible things happening. But job's not finished here. We still haven't gotten the good ending here, the happily ever after. The people behind it aren't behind bars. They aren't sucking farts out of assholes or anything yet. But it looks like that might happen. It looks as though the people that have stolen from 907 victims, including someone with cancer, have been unmasked. Apparently, in their Telegram, which Telegram might even be worse than Pump.Fun when it comes to like nefarious activities. I have never heard Telegram in a sentence that wasn't preceded by some of the most foul shit you've ever heard of. It feels like that platform is exclusively used by criminals. But real quick, here's a nice TLDR from VX Underground, who directly was involved in reporting on this, and it's been quite an adventure. So here's like a lore recap in case you got lost here. So Rostaland had his crypto wallet drained because he downloaded Block Blasters, he has stage 4 cancer, and he was targeted specifically for the cancer treatment money. He lost $32,000. Alex Becker donated $30,000 to him. People came together, they found the drainer infrastructure, pulled all the victim data from it. They will be notifying the victims. The malware has been flagged. And then even more people came together. They found their info from Telegram IDs, and then found their info from their Steam IDs. So now that you're caught up, how they got the info on the main suspects is one of them had joined a Telegram that they were alerted to, and it turns out it was actually hard-coded with some signatures. They then had the names, and they were able to cross-reference that with things like Steam IDs, and they were pretty much able to pull the fucking Scooby-Doo mask off of these villains here. This post kind of lays it out step by step since a lot of people were very curious. So the shitty malware sent all the stolen data to a Telegram the scammers made. We connected to the Telegram channel using the same credentials that were inside of the shitty malware. Inside the channel was the scammers. We got their Telegram IDs, and then from there, they cross-referenced with like public-facing chat rooms, stuff like that, and they were able to just start connecting all of these dots and finding the main suspects. And the main one that's been getting clowned on is this guy, Valentine. Now, Valentine has gone dark. He is fucking going off the grid. He is moving himself into the back rooms right now. He's deleted all of his socials that I can find. Apparently, even his girlfriend has done the same. That I haven't confirmed myself. I haven't gone to, like, any of her pages or anything. But Valentine likes to think of himself as an influencer. So there are tons of posts with him flexing very expensive things, seemingly off the back of stealing so much money from so many victims through his malware block blasters on Steam. Now again, it's not like he did this alone. He wasn't the solo person responsible here, but he is one of a handful of suspects. He is kind of becoming the poster for it, though, the mascot, because he's such an insufferable douchebag, apparently. What a nice guy. When he's not stealing money from cancer patients, he loves hanging out with his girlfriend and doing cringe TikTok dances together. Look at how cool this guy is. This really was an extremely thorough and just crazy investigation the community banded together to conduct here, all for the sake of bringing down these fucking vile worms responsible for stealing money from over 900 people, including, of course, Rostaland. That was really the spark that ignited this. And VX Underground gave a list of like the most notable people who worked this, so you can see like the credits here. Huge hats off to all of them for their work on this, because if there can actually be like some justice here, not only with, of course, Rostaland getting the money back, that's amazing, but also the people that did this being held responsible and facing real punishment for it, that would be amazing. Now, apparently a lot more information was uncovered about the individuals seemingly behind this, but this is all I'll share publicly here. Apparently the people that conducted this investigation have already turned over all of their findings to authorities. So, there is a very real chance that these people will not get away with this. That's amazing. That's fucking incredible, because in crypto, there's a rug pull every minute. There's a scam every second. There's always someone losing their money in tragic ways in the crypto space, and very rarely does that go punished. And in this case, I thought for sure that was going to be the same song and dance here where they just delist the game and vanish. But the community did not let that happen. This is the result of a community motivated by a single goal of getting justice for someone that was wronged. They stooped to a level lower than you'll normally see. Stealing from someone with cancer. It ignited a spark in the community where they worked together to catch these evil people. And I think that is great. I can only now hope that the authorities will do their job and actually deliver some consequences to those responsible for this attack. And hopefully all of the other victims will get their money back as well somehow. I don't exactly know what that'll look like, but I'm really hoping the other 906 people that downloaded this game and perhaps lost a lot of money because of it will be made whole again too. Anyway, I had to give you the follow-up here. This has just been nuts. And I do think that this maybe needs to be some kind of wake-up call to Steam, that there is something that needs to be changed, so that way this kind of thing can't happen again in the future. They need to like revamp their like screening protocols or something, and I understand that it's like just a complete open market where people can just dump their bowels on there willy-nilly, but having this kind of possibility on the table is very scary to anyone on the platform that might see a game from a small indie dev that looks interesting. They download it, all of a sudden they have some really harmful shit on their computer. That is something that needs to be explored and fixed. Hopefully this isn't like the first of many to come. And anyway, that's really about it. See ya. Oh, it's here. From out of nowhere, the top turnbuckle, Code Blue Cam, just released the Jack Doherty body cam from when he got arrested a few months ago. And this is a more successful shadow drop than Apex Legends. This puppy is popping off because everyone wants to see Sack Dorky get punished. They want to see him be arrested, thrown in jail, in the cuffs, because he is an insufferable asshole who truly deserves it.
It is around 3 a.m. on the morning of Saturday, November 15th, 2025, and these Miami Beach police officers stationed on Washington Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida, have reached their patience limit with 22-year-old YouTuber Jack Doherty.
God, looking like that at 22 is so unfortunate. He actually looks like a 12-year-old boy. That's brutal, man. That looks like something you'd see in your middle school yearbook. He also runs like an OnlyFans agency or some shit, too. Imagine Boss Baby being the person handling your paychecks. Eek.
Jack Doherty, who broke away from his group and attempted to engage officers to create content for his channel in the middle of the roadway, creating a safety hazard. Despite multiple warnings, Jack continued recording the video, even ignoring his friends as they told him to stop. As a final warning, officers told him that they would...
Also, I always like to highlight these guys as well, because I think they're even more pathetic than the main clown, because they do this for nothing. I bet this guy doesn't even get paid to hold the camera for Jack Doherty's dog shit streams. I bet he just does it because he tries to suckle some clout out of it. I bet he does it for the love of the game. Oh, Jack, do you need someone to hold your cock while you pee? Yeah, I'll do it. No, you don't need to pay me. The same thing with all the pranksters and shit. All the pranksters who have their friends run into the, like, fast food places with them, they do not see a penny of the revenue that the person makes. I highlight this phenomenon every time I see it in pranksters' content or in Sack Dorky's streams. The people that are with him, his entourage, his lackeys, they deserve just as many spitballs and tomatoes as the protagonist clown, Jack Doherty. Because they are enabling him. He couldn't do this shit without his cronies. So they latch on to his tiny little asshole like a hemorrhoid and suck all the juice out that they can for... I guess maybe some kind of trickle-down clout from just being around Jack, but they don't even get drip-fed that much. I'm just very confident they're not paid by him as employees. The goofball holding the phone and going catatonic when the police are, like, questioning him and then panicking when they start to, like, you know, get near him. I bet Jack wouldn't piss in their mouth if they were dying of thirst. These goobers probably don't see a single penny from the content that they film with Jack. The bodyguards I understand because they're literally paid to fight his battles for him. They're like his meat shield, so Jack instigates conflict, hides behind the bodyguards, and they are paid to do that. That I totally understand. But like this goober with the camera here, like I just don't think he sees anything from this. Do you think he brags about it, by the way? Do you think he's like proud of it? Talking to his friends and family like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm kind of a big deal. You might have seen me on Jack Doherty's stream. Yeah, I was holding the camera. I'm his glorified fleshlight. No, I don't get paid for it. Why are you laughing? No, where are you going? Why are you leaving? There has to be some level of self-awareness and shame, right?
Arrest him if he didn't comply, to which Jack replied, "Once I'm done with this, bet." And now, as officers move to make good on that warning, they have no idea that Jack is far from done recording them on this day.
What? No. I got him. Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got him. Back up.
Nice work, bodyguard.
Back up.
What a hero. He's like actually Spider-Man the way he tried to step in there and save Jack.
You want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay.
No, I'm chilling.
Now.
You want to be funny? We tell you to get on the street, go on the street. All right, I'm getting out. Who the you think you are, bro?
I'm getting out the street.
No, you're not. Like after I do this, who the are you, bro?
I was trying to walk up the street, but
doesn't matter, bro. All you had to do was get in the sidewalk. That's it. You want to?
Oh, Jack.
Yo, you should have got your man out the road. I was trying to.
Now, as officers proceed to search him, they immediately find even more reasons to take him to jail, but Jack only sees it as another content opportunity, something the officers have yet to realize.
Hey, free Jack!
Who just said that? Like, who actually said that unironically? You should arrest that guy for public cringe. That's worse than indecent exposure out here on the streets, yelling free Jack Doherty. Put that man in cuffs ASAP. He is too much of an embarrassing loser to be part of civilized society. Lock that guy's ass up too.
Oh, good.
Can I take that off and give it to someone? No, you can't take it off like that. Yo, wait, let me take it. Can I take it off for you?
You
have to like slide it off your wrist. Like, you can't take it off anyway.
Jeez, big man, you gotta go to
take it off.
MDMA? I'll check it out.
Give me some.
There's also.
But no, you really can't take it off that way, sir.
Jack's got all the cool stuff in his Batman utility belt. Oh, wow.
MDMA?
Motherfucker. They're funny, bro. Like, it's not serious.
Listen, I'm not even doing that. Listen,
I get you. I got you.
I'm just telling you.
I know.
Hey, Sidewalk.
We told them a bunch of times that.
No. It's not even that.
No, you're cool.
I was telling you genuinely. I apologize on his behalf.
Why? Brother, you're getting paid to be his bodyguard, not his dad. Why are you apologizing on his behalf, bro? Just go on the sidewalk. You'll get your paycheck later. You don't have to be clowning yourself like this for Jack.
Can you tell him to pull up here, my friend?
He can take it off. He can take the watch off 05.
We'll do it at the station. But real quick.
He's afraid of not getting fired for defending him from the cops. That's true. I didn't even stop to consider that. Jack Doherty is such a fucking lobotomite. I bet he would blame his bodyguard for that. Why didn't you beat up the cops, dude? You're fired. I didn't even think of that. So now that behavior makes a little bit more sense. Did not even consider that, because any normal, rational person, that wouldn't even be a thought that would cross their mind. But you have to throw that out the window when talking about Jack Doherty.
We'll go downstairs. No. Is this going to be like a timeout? No, he's going to jail. You really going to tell you? No, it's not the road. No. Come on, let's get the road. I'm just asking for let us in. I'm just asking so he can get an idea what is going on. Yeah, he's going to jail. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, yeah, that's how we got to learn.
With officers finding 3 hand-rolled...
It is how we gotta learn, unfortunately.
And half of an orange
Jack Doherty has to learn it the hard way, hopefully.
Consistent with a Schedule 2 amphetamine, Jack is immediately brought to the station. And this is where his entitled behavior leads him to pull another move that he will soon regret.
There's no way he keeps up this machismo in the police station while looking like a Boy Scout. There's not even cameras rolling, Sack Dorky. Why even bother, man? I thought for sure the body cam would just have him like completely abandon the tough guy persona. There's no way. There's no way he tries to puff out his chest.
Right? Because no one said that thing. Without questioning it. Oh, really? It's kind of how it works. Just face that way for me, please. Which way? Yes, stuff like that. Are you guys body cams going?
Oh, he's trying to farm off the body cams. Oh my god, he's such a loser. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's actual bottom of the barrel.
Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to remove the handcuff from you. Listen. Oh, yeah. And then take all your jewelry out. Okay. Socks, sneakers, put it on top of the counter. Yes? Top of the, what? Counter.
This might seem like a simple order, but to Jack, it's about protecting his jewelry, and he won't even hesitate to instruct officers on how to preserve it.
Unfortunately not, brother. When do you think I will? Tomorrow's Saturday, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, hopefully.
They don't want to be around you either, man. So yeah, hopefully.
Give him this so it doesn't have to be here, please. You will give him? No, I'll go here. Just my jewelry. I'll do anything.
I'm down for that. Let him. He got his phone, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Make a phone. Let him make a phone call.
Thank you.
Oh, they're being so nice to him.
Yeah.
Have him come to the station.
Yo, you want to come to this? You got my location?
Just give me the address.
How come? Dave has the location, but you can pick up my jewelry.
Why does Jack always rub his tummy? That's something I've noticed. When he crashes his car, he's rubbing his tummy. When he's getting arrested, he's rubbing his tummy. Why does he do that? I don't really get it. Is it like something from childhood? Like now he just can't help but rub his little belly?
Pick up my jewelry, you know?
So this one we got your cash. You're gonna put all the jewelry in the
pick up my
bag?
jewelry.
In the car?
Matter of fact, yeah, put it all in the bag.
Yeah.
He's gonna go back out and go into your car or whatever. sitting there.
A nervous tick?
And then the guy will walk him in.
I guess. That's a weird one though. I don't usually see that.
He's like, hey, you can get this and get his all his the person.
He's checking for abs. Nope. Still out of shape.
No problem. Sorry, I'm trying to tell him to come here. Yo, can you hear me? Hello.
Ain't no video. It's phone calls.
It's just not working. Okay, bet.
Tell him to have his driver's license and everything.
You should inform the officer up front that the goof troop's coming through, guys.
Someone just have Dave or whoever has their ID.
It's about to get cringe.
You do? I bet. How much was it again? Yourself, right? Can you,
Jack, why don't you get a breath?
Here's the problem, right? We made an exception for you to...
This actual fucking parasite. He called his friend and then started recording on his phone. He just needs to stay in jail forever. Like, he's not really a human being anymore. He's legitimately subhuman. His brain is so rotted and poisoned, all he sees is, like, content opportunities, but it's also, like, terrible content. Like, legitimately, it's just bad content. So he's trying to perform for the cameras, and he's still extremely lame and boring. Just keep him in jail, man.
Make a phone call. Yes?
Yes.
And I told you not to record, but you are recording.
I don't know.
So you know what's gonna happen now? All this is going with you to TK. We're not giving this to anybody else.
I can just delete the video.
No, take your shoes off.
Bro, what? Like,
Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off.
But aren't you guys recording too?
Take your shoes off.
Then my shoes are off.
Take your socks off.
Alright.
Hey, call the sergeant, 10-207, somebody picking this up is going to the UK.
The what?
Turn around.
Dude, for real?
It's going to the incinerator, bro. We're torching it.
It's a fucking game, man. Okay. Come on.
Hey, be careful! Be careful! This tiny meat might get damaged there. You gotta be... What are you doing in there?
I understand.
Oh, hey, hey, stop it! You're slapping his little almond nuts around.
Hey, it's going to TGK. Everything's going to TGK.
Runway TGK, ending mileage 15031.5.
Hey, sorry, everything's going to TGK.
They had to change, they had to do a little cut there because Jack got a boner.
Hey, get in there. Trying to be funny.
They didn't want the video to get age restricted.
Okay, copy. Trying to be, hey, silly, man.
Damn, he looks so hard in there.
Yeah, what's up?
I was trying to help him out, so he's gonna go straight over.
Probably not in the morning anymore, you know?
No, really? You just start really?
Hey, I'll try to help you, man. Right.
Ultimately, Jack
That's
Doherty
true, they
was
did try
charged
to
with
help him.
felony, possession of controlled substance without prescription, misdemeanor, resisting without violence, possession of cannabis. He was later released on a $3,500 cash bond. But true to his nature, Jack continued milking the incident for content after his release. Even
That's
uploading
true.
footage officers had accidentally recorded on his phone after not realizing the camera was still running. In a later interview with TMZ,
So yeah, Whack Dorky did pay the bond, and then he tried to use this whole situation here to, like, appear cool. So he made merch out of his mugshot thinking that it had aura, but everyone dunked on him for it and insulted him for it. So as far as I know, he retired that. So, like, basically everything that could be pathetic about a person can be found in Jack. He doesn't have a single redeeming quality. There is not a single thing of Sack Doherty that is admirable or deserving of even a modicum of respect. He is actually just a societal stain. He is a complete fucking loser from top to bottom, and fingers crossed he actually faces serious consequences for all of this shit at some point. Anyway, just wanted to yap about it. Banger body cam from Code Blue Cam, and that's really about it. Yeah. Hola, mi nombre es Carlos y he estado practicando español. Yep, that's about where that stops. I've recently been practicing Spanish again. I previously studied Spanish for like 8 years, 8 años, when I was in school, escuela. And I haven't dusted off that knowledge in well over a decade, and I've recently just had the urge to go back and study it, so that way I can hopefully become fluent in Spanish at some point. Ever since Chinese Charles kind of took over on Billy, I've really liked the idea of being able to speak more than one language again. Chinese Charles really kind of opened my third eye and enlightened me on the fun of being able to speak multiple languages, but I have no knowledge on Chinese, but I do on Spanish, so I figured that was the one that made the most sense for me right now. So, you know, I don't need the Rosetta Stone or anything. I'll just chip away at it, and hopefully we'll see how my Spanish is looking like a year from now. But anyway, that has nothing to do with today's video. I just thought maybe you'd find that cool. Today's video is actually about a wacky woman getting a little bonkers in an Uber.
He's videoing me now.
Yeah, for my safety.
If you feel endangered, I would refer you to call the police.
Now, I don't know who she has on the phone there. Maybe it's fucking Miss Frizzle about to scoot in with the magic school bus. I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that if you feel in danger, maybe the first thing you should do is get out of the car. So this whole thing has apparently started because she feels unsafe in this Uber. Yet she refuses to leave the Uber. And now she's making calls in the back seat there like it's fucking Deal or No Deal. Just get out of the car. Why would you not remove yourself from the situation you feel unsafe in? You are just keeping yourself planted there. And this guy wants her to get out of the vehicle. He has now started filming for his own safety, which I think is a very smart call from him, because if she starts to try and spin some fib that he was like, you know, scary, mean, angry, you know, threatening her or something, he now has this very clear evidence that he was just sitting there and doing nothing threatening, and that he was actually the one that felt unsafe around her with her fucking lunacy.
So what do you provide as a safety line?
She says she feels unsafe. I'm sitting here, obviously, have my seatbelt on. Nothing's going on. She's sitting back there. She refuses to get out of my vehicle. So I'm recording for my safety.
Is there any store or is there anything in the area that you're in that you can go in and wait for your next Uber driver?
As you can see, there's the businesses right in front of us. You see the businesses.
Exactly. They're not in the fucking back rooms here. They're not in the middle of nowhere. As he just showed you, there is a business right in front of them. She could easily just get out of the vehicle and wait there for the next Uber if she's unsatisfied with this one and feeling unsafe. Why is she just waiting in the vehicle if she feels so unsafe? This is the classic fucking Watchmen moment of, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. I feel terrible for the Uber driver. Dude just has to sit here and just stew in this weirdo atmosphere she is creating over nothing. Now, to me, and this is just my little tinfoil hat game theory here, my little conspiracy I've cooked up, I feel like this is probably a scheme that she pulls from time to time to avoid paying for an Uber. I feel like she's probably doing this to try and get, like, a refund through the service. Like, I felt so unsafe. This is unacceptable. I need a refund. Look at this, like, horrible experience I went through. It was traumatic. I couldn't leave the Uber. I was trapped. I was a prisoner in the Uber. I need my money back. That's what I think it is.
She says she don't feel safe, but she refuses to get out. She can go right to the business over there. There's chairs. She can sit there with her things and wait for her next Uber.
She's gonna drive off with my packages. I mean, this is like, I've never had this before. I'm pretty surprised that you're not able to provide more assistance other than call the police.
So her concern is that when she gets out of the vehicle, he's going to drive off with her packages. Why would he do that? Like, I don't even know why that would be a thought that would cross his mind, that he would drive off with your packages. He just wants you the fuck out of there. I would guess that he would do anything to get you out of that car. He looks miserable in there. This lady's like a Dementor, sucking all of the joy and fun out of life everywhere she goes, it looks like. And I don't know who she's on the phone with. Like, why are you surprised that they can't do more than just refer you to, like, calling 911 if it's an actual emergency? What is she supposed to do? Get the Navy SEALs over there? I'm so curious who she's talking to on the phone there. Like, maybe she got Zordon on the horn and she's hoping that he'll dispatch the Power Rangers over there to save her packages and let her get out of the back seat. Just get out of the fucking car. Anyone would tell you the same. Like, if you feel unsafe, just get out of the vehicle. And if he's trapping you there, call 911. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I have an expensive package in the trunk. If I get out, what if he drives off with it?
Now she's saying I might drive off with her things when I can clearly just take them out and place them over the side.
Get out of his car and he's on the phone with the authorities. You could get your package and wait for your next Uber.
But how do I get the package?
You get out of the car, bozo! That's how you get your package. Oh my god, what an infuriating person. He is even saying he can just take her packages and put them over there, take Bikini Bottom and move it over there. He is telling you he will do that. Just say, okay, let's do it.
I need him to open the trunk.
Open the trunk.
Okay.
You can ask him to open the trunk.
Well, I'll do that right now. Whatever gets you out of here, I don't care. I'll open it, you get your package, whatever you need to do. I'm going to get her package out of the back because she's scared I'm going to take her package. Her package is out, her package is right there. I'm right here. I'm getting back into my vehicle.
Once he heard a possible solution to get her the fuck out of that car, he sprung into action. He recognized this was a stalemate on the chessboard, but then heard her talk about this package and was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it myself because she's not leaving, so I'll get the package. He gets it, he sets it on the ground, then the ball is in her court. The rest is in God's hands there. He set the package down, and it's like placing a nut like in the grass or something to like lure a squirrel out to go somewhere. So he's hoping that that'll be enough to get her to finally open that car door and just leave. And thankfully, it was. We got the good ending here. She finally got out of the car. What a baffling interaction. So, she felt unsafe in the Uber. And instead of leaving or anything to try and remedy that situation that she's cooked up in her head, she stays in the Uber. What sense does that make? How do people go about their lives like this? It is incomprehensible to me. Anyway, I just had the app about it. What a weirdo. That's about it. See ya.